we're just going to jump straight into this because I don't feel like postponing this more than it has to be. Anyways. Hey now, don't try it at home. Okay, so 50 questions all about me because it has come to my attention that not all of you know a whole lot about me. So we're gonna answer them. Basically, I just want to give like a quick little disclaimer. I did not come up with these questions. I found them online. So some of them are like really weird, or some of them are like oddly specific, or the grammar is just terrible. So don't blame me. That wasn't a typo. That wasn't me being like weird or anything. That was just the questions that it gave me. I tried to fix them a little bit, but some of them I didn't know. So yeah, I'm sorry for that. Number 1. What is the one thing you like to do all the time? Probably writing. I really like writing, but probably not all the time. Sometimes I do get tired of it, but I do write a lot. So, number 2. What is the meaning of your name? I'm going to go ahead and pretend it means YouTube name. So basically, post-mortem, if you don't already know, means after death. I don't know. The only reason I chose it was because I thought it sounded cool. And I was in English when I found it. And I was like, hey, man, this is pretty cool. Is there anything you want to tell your best friend? Scandalous. My best friend. I have a lot of best friends.
Baby, I'm a bad boy.
I guess I hope you're having a good day. Who is the one person that inspires you the most? Well, if you're talking about in terms of YouTube, technically, I would say Thomas Sanders, Crank Gameplays, and Markiplier. Or Mark Fishbach and Ethan Nestor. I would say them 3 specifically only because I've been watching them for so long, since like 2016, 17-ish, you know? So it's been a while. Their videos really helped me a lot, and I probably wouldn't have gotten back into the YouTube spirit if it wasn't for them. So yeah, I would say them. If not in this country, then where could you have been taken birth? Do you mean where would my mom have given birth to me? If not in America? I don't know. There's like nowhere else my mom would have gone. Mexico? I don't know. Which motivational quote always makes you happy? Okay, so I have a couple quotes because I really need time to think about it, and I couldn't think about it on the fly like that. So I've thought about it and I've come up with a couple quotes. Okay, so of course there's make the most of your time, don't waste any second, memento mori. That one gets me. Okay. Then my second quote, you are all better than you think you are. You were just designed not to believe it when you hear it from yourself. That one, like, whew, mine, yes. Okay, anyways. And then the last one that I have, when you really know who you are and what you like about yourself, changing for other people isn't such a big deal. So, yeah. Are you a tea or a coffee person? I actually hate both of those equally. There's like one type of tea that I like, and that's only because it has like a buttload of sugar in it. Like, so much sugar. Like, it's barely even tea anymore. And with coffee, again, a boatload of sugar. I don't really like coffee or tea. Flight or train, which attracts you the most? I'm just gonna say flight, only because I've only ever been on airplanes. I've never ridden a train. In terms of like safety, I would probably say a train. Only because if it slows down, man, you know, it slows down. But a plane, if it slows down, you know. Where would you like to get married? If I get married. Okay, anyways. I don't know. Someone's backyard. Have you ever gotten lost on a deserted island? No. What is the one name you usually address people by? Their nickname? I don't know. I don't usually like saying people's full names. I usually try to look for some sort of nickname. I don't like full names. I don't know why. Have you ever thought of joining politics? Yes, actually. I've thought about it a lot. And then I remember I couldn't handle it. I find the job to be very boring, so no. But I do get into politics, so... What is the one song that always compels you to dance? Oh, dear Lord, so many songs. So many songs. So many. How long does it take you to forgive someone? It depends on how bad whatever they did was, you know? It depends on how long, like, it depends on whether they seem to be making an effort. How bad was the thing they did? Have they done it often? You know? Like, if someone does something often, like very often, and they don't even try to change it, it's probably going to take me a long time to forgive them. So, at what age you first fell love at first sight? I don't believe in love at first sight. Because, I mean, I guess people are like, oh my god, he's so hot. I mean, yeah, sure. But you don't know his personality. Like, I don't believe in that. And technically, if you are like, oh my god, who's that new kid? And you're like blushing and all this stuff, chances are you just like your own ideal of what the new kid is like, you know? In this scenario, you know, it can be in any scenario, you know, the guy that walks into the coffee shop, the girl that passed by you on the street, you know, it could be like so many things. To me, that would probably just be mainly you liking what they look like or what you imagine them to be like. So, no, I don't believe that's love. Love takes a while to form. See, to really be truly in love with someone, you'd have to really like them for months for you to really be in love with someone. And then, you know, actual love takes work and time. If you don't want to put in the work and the time for true love, then it's not true love.
Love at first sight doesn't exist. Love takes time and love takes work. At the very least, you have to know the other person. And you literally have no idea who or what I am.
So, I don't believe in love at first sight, and never. Okay.
This is why no one likes you.
Which food can always make you happy? Oh my goodness. There is this wonderful dish that my father makes. It is, French onion chicken, I believe. Oh, mwah, with cheese. Mwah. Oh, so good. So beautiful. Makes me very happy. Have you ever made a decision only driven by emotion? Yes. A lot of the times I'm a very emotional person. I don't show it. I try to not show it. But I am a very emotional person. And a lot of the times I will impulsively make decisions just based on emotion. And when I look back on them, or even when I like just get home and think about them while I'm lying awake at night, it'll haunt me because I'm like, I could have just done this, or I could have done this. Extrovert, introvert, or ambivert? Okay, so I like to believe that I'm more of an ambivert. But I think, especially with the quarantine, I'm becoming a little more like an introvert. But, yeah, I do like to believe that I'm an ambivert. It's, I just kind of force myself to act like an extrovert all the time. So that does tire me out, but If you are asked to name one dish that you can eat every day happily, what would it be? If I had to name it, death. I could say I ate death today. That would be awesome. Which color makes you happy instantly? I don't know about makes me happy, but my favorite color is yellow. Yellow, and after that is purple. And after that, of course, is red and black. So, do with that information as you will. What is the first thing you notice in a stranger? Their facial expressions. So if I first meet someone and they look like really annoyed or angry or like just like then I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if you're upset with me, if you're really cynical, if something bad just happened. I don't But if someone comes to me with like a smile, I'll be like, wow. So I notice immediately their facial expressions. But if they were to say something funny and they meant it to be funny, even though their facial expression says otherwise, then I'd be like, yeah, cool. So I would say facial expression and first words and tone. Those are the first things I notice in a stranger. Have you ever made any racist comment? No, I try not to. Especially if you think you can make a racist comment alone because no one's watching. Actually, if you do that, you're gonna kind of grow accustomed to it, and then you'll be more likely to say it in public. So if you say certain words while you're alone rapping to your songs, and then that same song plays on the radio and you like get caught up in the music while you're in front of your friends, and then you're most likely gonna say the word. I'd rather not run that risk. I don't wanna, and I wouldn't want to say any of those kinds of words anyways. So no, I don't. Which book is your eternal best friend? Oh my lord. Ugh. Okay, so like there are like 3 books that I will never forget, like ever. Okay, so one of them is called Love Letters to the Dead. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, technically 4. Okay, there's 4 books. Love Letters to the Dead is about a girl who has depression, I believe, and probably anxiety and PTSD. Like, your typical coming of age, dark drama kind of thing. Okay? And she's kind of trying to navigate through life, and she wants to be a lot like her sister who recently passed away. And then she just, over the course of the novel, she learns more things about her sister, and she learns more about herself, and she learns that it's okay to be herself, and it's okay to move on from her sister. Like, yeah, it was sad what happened to her. It was tragic, but it's okay for her to live her own life. And yeah, you have to read it. It's really good. And that brings me to our second one. It's kind of the male version, or I guess original version, of Love Letters to the Dead, Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's almost the same exact premise, except his aunt just died, and just like the main character in Love Letters to the Dead, he's recently starting high school, and he has to make his own friends. He's like lonely. Yeah. They're almost the exact same character. It's almost the exact same story. I promise you, if you like one, you'll definitely like the other. And they're both written in the same format, letters, which I find really easy and preferable to read. And then the third one is called Fangirl. It's about this girl who, she has become really popular online because of her fan fiction of this book series, which is kind of based off of, but it's better. And the fourth one is this book called The Art of Being Human. It's about these 2 teenagers trying to go through high school. Both of them have like kind of a secret about themselves that they don't really want to share yet. But, like they find it out about each other, and then they like eventually help each other to come to terms with it and to become proud of who they are, and they kind of help each other with their own problems, which, again, not all of their problems, but they help each other reach the roads to fixing those. And they finally get to be themselves and happy in the end. So that's fun. Okay, so I forgot to include one other book. It's called The Prince and the Dressmaker. Basically, it's about this prince, and he requests to have a dressmaker. I read it all in like 1 or 2 days. So, and that was like 2 years ago. So I don't remember much. And basically, he would secretly take her out to go on like business trips and stuff like that. And when they weren't busy, he would have her make him dresses. You have to read it to really understand it, because then I'll be giving spoilers, and I can't give spoilers. Go on with the video. How do you treat your haters? I usually like to use sarcasm. So if someone were to tell me, like, I don't know, something to insult who I am, how I act, how I look, then I'd be like, oh my gosh, thank you. That is literally the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Like, I'll just say something like that. Or I'll be like, you know what? That is what I was going for. Thank you so much. Stuff like that. So what is your holy grail perfume fragrance? I'm assuming that means what's your favorite one? I forgot what the holy grail was. My favorite fragrance of perfume? Oh God, I don't even know what it was. It was this perfume bottle that came in the shape of a heart. I'll put a picture right here. It's like in the shape of a heart, and it's pink, and it was, oh my gosh, it was so good. Like, is there any brand you are loyal to and will remain loyal forever? No, not really. Have you ever done any weird job? Just like jobs in general, I would say the weirdest job that I've ever done, I would say tutoring. Only because, and here's the only tutoring because, I don't know, it was just always so awkward for me. And I kept feeling like I was doing something wrong, or that maybe my answers were wrong and I was spreading misinformation. It was all of this stuff. And I would say it was just the most awkward for me, but it wasn't really that weird, Okay. What? I'm trying. Fine. But don't forget that I'm the star here. What is the one thing you keep telling your siblings / cousins? Nothing. How many cousins do you have? Oh, dear Lord. I have 7 first cousins. I have way more, like second cousins and all that. So, yeah. So, will you ever endanger your life to save a stranger? It depends on how bad that endangering of life is. If it's like running across the street to help them, probably I would. Yeah, I probably would. But if it's like, I don't know, something crazy like laying on a bomb or something, probably not. I would kick the bomb out of the way, but I wouldn't lay on it, no. But then again, I can't say how I would act in a stressful situation, because that is up to my preservational instincts to decide. How long do you take to believe a person? I guess that means how long does it take for me to trust someone? It depends. I could know someone for like 7 years and still not trust them. It depends on how trustworthy they present themselves to be. If I see them as kind of sketchy and stuff, or like I've seen that they talk about people behind their backs, then no. I wouldn't see them as trustworthy. But if they've never really talked about someone behind their back, or they've just like told me stuff that, good stuff that they've done, I don't know, stuff like that, then yeah, I probably think they're trustworthy very fast. What is your favorite movie? Dude, heck if I know. I really, I don't know. I really don't know what my favorite movie is. I don't have one. Is there any dialogue you keep telling others? Not that I know of. So as for a piece of dialogue, I guess, that I always tell my friends or something, that was like a really weird question, but I mean, I kind of found something. I discovered at a very early age that if I talked long enough, I could make anything right or wrong. So either I'm God or truth is relative. Either way, booyah. So, yeah. Which outfit is your absolute favorite and you think that you will wear forever? I don't think I'll wear this forever, but my usual outfit when I go out is usually a t-shirt, my mom jeans, and sometimes a sweater. Who among your friends is the most irritating one? I wouldn't say they're my friends, but yeah, I know a couple of irritating people, but thankfully I don't talk to those irritating people anymore, so no one in my friend group. Have you ever gender discriminated anyone? Not that I can think of. I don't think so. Do you believe in fortune? A little bit. Do you have a weird hobby? I don't think so. So, no, I don't think I have a weird hobby. What is your dream job? YouTube, obviously. What is your favorite childhood memory? All of my fondest ones have been when I played dress up, which was practically every day for like 5 years. And when I used to like act and sing. Where do you spend time when you feel demotivated? I usually sit here because this is my workspace. I only sit here if I really, really have work that I need to do. What is your favorite birthday gift? Oh my goodness. I've had a lot of good birthday gifts over the years, but the only one that's coming to my head right now was just last year, I think, or this past year. My friend gave me a cup that said like I'm a dog person, and it has like a bunch of dogs on it, and it is so precious. How many ratings would you give your fashion sense? I would say about a 2 out of 10. What is the funniest pickup line you have ever heard? I don't know. Okay, so I thought about it right now because again I need time to think about it. And the only one I could come up with was oh my dear lord. Basically, Puck tells her, "Girl, you got more curves than a Nissan ad." Speechless is what I am. Okay, moving on. Do you love to ink tattoos? I'm gonna assume that says, do you love ink tattoos? Love is a strong word, but I would love to get tattoos. What is the message written on your desktop wallpaper? Well, I haven't been able to get into my computer for like 2 years now. What is your favorite corner at home? This one. Which ice cream flavor makes you crazy? I would say Neapolitan. Tasting all 3 of them all at once is amazing. What is the name of the first poem you wrote? Ha! I don't know. Is there any DIY creative work kept at your home? Well, I mean, there's this. I don't know if this counts. It's basically just Sokka and the boys. So yeah, I hope you learned a little bit more about me. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below if there was anything you didn't know about me. If there's anything else you want to know about me, I will be happy to answer. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're safe. I hope you are staying in quarantine because that is one of the most important things we need right now. And yeah, have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Mama!